Hey guys, what's up? So we're gonna clean this thing up, but first, it's been sitting in my bathroom area of my camper, and it gets a little weather in there. But there's something that I need to do. These strings need to be changed, really, but I need to order some more. I'm gonna pull this out. Normally, what I would suggest to do, though, is take another string, preferably your smaller wound string, and get in there and just kind of drag it around a little bit. You don't want to spread the hole too big. You know, you don't want to make it too wide, but it will make it a lot easier if you're getting any kind of grabbing. And then take your little pencil like this, lead, and just fill it up, man. Just draw it in there really good. This is cheap dollar store mechanical pencil. 9 times out of 10, this is where your binding's coming from. And mine's not really binding up, but I notice once in a while when I tune, I hear that little ting. That's usually what that means. And this nut is just like, mine needs to be really opened a little bit wider. You want to make sure. I mean, the nut's only there really to keep the string from sliding. You know, when you bend your strings or push down or whatever. So as long as you've got those edges in there just tight enough to where you don't get any movement on the string, you're good. So you can go in there and widen it up just a little, I mean, you won't even notice that it's going to be such a small amount. But mainly these last 3 really can use this here. Hope you guys can see. I moved outside for this. It's a beautiful day outside. Then I'm using old strings, and I'm going to wipe this thing down here in a bit too. But I just haven't done that with this guitar. I just left it the way it was all this time. See that? So easy, man. You don't have to go buy all that lube. You really don't. The place did a good job of this. Get it all on the sides too. The place did a really good job of this. The factory really did on this nut. People complain a lot about these bullets. Or no, I mean, you know, I don't mean they complain, but people, I hear a lot saying, you know, these are bad and the nut's bad, change the nut. You really don't have to, man. A lot of that stuff's just becoming a fad. Just take care of what you have unless you really have to. Now you will notice, I've noticed tonal differences when you switch nuts. I have noticed. Alright, so there we go. That's that. Take your little mechanical pencil and... crap, this is something weird. Why would you put it down here on the finger part like that? You gotta... Anyway, so that's that. What are my thoughts on this guitar? If you're a beginner and you're looking for a guitar, don't even question yourself. Go buy one. The greatest thing about it is if you're not happy with it, you can refund it. If something's wrong with it, you can trade it. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a good one. Don't take my word for it. Go online, look at all the other reviews, and you'll pretty much be like, yes, pretty much what he said. So yeah, that's easiest thing to say is yes, definitely go purchase one. Are they worth the money? Yes, they're even worth more than what they're charging. You could probably, I'd say about $300 tops. I'd never pay more because I look at it like this: around $300 when you buy a guitar, it should work great. It's kind of like buying a used vehicle. If you pay about $3,000, it should work great, right? It may not look the best, it may have a little this and that, but it should work and get you and do the job that you purchased it to do. So this is not a car though. This is a guitar. It's much cheaper. I don't know all the details of the amount of steel versus iron or whatever the core metals that they use. That's not important to me. What's important to me is over almost 2 years now, or about 2 years, this thing hasn't done anything. Nothing's happened to it that would require me to replace anything. You might want to tighten up the little jack on some of them. The jack will get loose where you plug up the output or input, and also so far the frets aren't wearing a lot at all. I'm not really noticing much fret wear. The nut seemed to have been cut good for mine with mine. The tuners are a little bit I could tighten them on the end. You know, they got that little screw. You could tighten that up. I got a little bit of play in some of them, but it holds tune just fine. This one holds tune, guys, just as good as any other guitar I have. Even the one with the locking tuners. It just holds tune good. What can I say? It works. I don't know that they're using the cheapest parts they can find, but they're pretty cheap. You can kind of tell, sorta, but it doesn't mess with your playing at all. That's it in a nutshell. Now the next thing and the most important thing is, how does it feel while you're playing it? And that's where the neck comes into me, and the string spacing. I love it. If it's slightly wider, it's easier for me. I don't know why. I have medium-sized hands. It just works for me. Also, the if you want to mod, this is a perfect modding platform. So I look at it like this. You could replace things if you want, but so far, after a couple years for me, it's held up just fine, so no worries with that. You just change your strings and go about your business, man. The truss rod works great. Honestly, I don't know how they're able to dump these things out. Mine had a little tiny drip of solder right here, but it came off on its own. I still have the plastic second ply. There's like 2 plies of plastic on these pick guards. But also, a buddy of mine, CCJ, he bought one. He likes his. I think he put another pickup in his. But he put a black pick guard on it. And he has the Lake Placid blue. I would definitely jump on that one. That one or the butterscotch. This one's cool. I had planned on sanding it down and putting a little weird, my own little sticker, draw it out and put it on here just to make it, I don't know, my own somehow. Or, you know, maybe change the pickups one day just to learn how to do that. But it's not really that much required. I do get a little bit of noise out of it. These are 2 single coils, guys, and they're not the best. I haven't pulled anything out to see if it's shielded, so I don't know if it's shielded in here. I don't think it is. My classic vibe is, and but anyway, yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not gonna bother you. My air just came turned back on. This is just an idea I had to throw in with one of my recent little songs. I kind of like the little song idea that I came up with to showcase this 2 years in with this guitar. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would have liked to put a little bit more time into this song because I kind of like it, but I didn't for a couple of reasons. One is because it kind of sounds sort of Coldplay-ish, but then again, a lot of songs use the same chords, I've noticed, a lot of pop songs, but I like the way things transition, or things stay one way while the chord progression transitions in the background and it builds up an emotion. So I shouldn't have put a solo to it. I could have just kind of kept working with it, but like I said, this was mainly to make a little song to demonstrate just a few tones on the guitar. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. To the thumb down king guy who likes to run and make sure he hits every channel that doesn't have a dislike that hits a dislike. We don't really even care who you are, you know. I just hope you're happy, and that makes you happy, because we're just going to keep doing these, so get ready for more thumbs down. To the rest of you guys, much love, peace, God bless. Whatever you do, stay you. Peace. Oh yeah, something else. These things sprout up all over. Beautiful. It's so beautiful. Let's try the closer angle. Not too bad. Get pretty good macros with it. Alright guys.